imagine he was already on the plane from Victoria, so maintains his spot having been here already. Matt Hudson for Run Crew, usually a weapon over the longer distances. Let's see, he runs over a mile here. Drew Fryer for Randwick Botany Harriers has been having a brilliant season, run in hip number 10. Sam Bowen, stiff to miss out on the A race, but gets his start here in the B for Team Telford and Home Club Bankstown, hip number 11. Dan Kelly, another one of the brilliantly talented juniors for Run Crew, and he will round out the field in the men's B mile. I've often said, win the B, get your way into the A next year. That will probably hold true here again. So here it is, the B mile at the Albie Thomas. So it's a small field, but it's a very, very handy one. Dan Kelly is going to go straight around from the outside into the front of the field. Not a bad Goddard-esque mullet there. And Drew Fryer wants absolutely none of it and has taken off around the first turn and will run his way into the lead of the race as they head up the back straight for the first time. And they're sitting on the front of Callum Lang of Newcastle, and then the Bankstown athlete Sam Byrne out of the Team Telford squad. Then they're just sitting on the front of the Victorian Nathan Pearce, and Jabba Hudson will round out the group of 6, quickly sorting themselves out into single file as they head around for the first time. And Fryer didn't want any of Kelly having the lead going around the first turn, just put himself in a position to control the race. Yeah,
Fryer's had a great season, as you mentioned, Matt. I think he ran about 30 mid for the New South Wales 10,000 metre championships in that fabulous race where we saw 3 under 29 here a few weeks back. And you know, he had a great run at the New South Wales 3,000 metre championship. So really coming down to the shorter end of his range here tonight, but putting on a show already as the Randwick Botany athlete. Callum Lang just now sits in second, just behind him. And Kelly, you know, loves to have control the race, but finds himself in fourth and, you know, looks to battle on here in a very high-quality race of 6. Also moving up there, Sam Byrne, as you said, stiff to miss out, Matt. But, you know, if he shows himself true here today, he might find himself in the A next year.
Well, you've got to prove you were stiff to miss out as well, don't you? I mean, you know, it's one thing to say that, it's another thing to come out and win the B and prove it. Drew Fryer is another one on that list who was, you know, there's probably 8 or 10 guys really that were
absolutely
on that fringe and very deep men's A mile this year. There's a few guys really on the fringe there, and you know, you're having to line up, longer distance form versus 800 form, and obviously not many races to judge it on this season, given the year that we've had. But Fryer took control of this race from the start, and is going to come through with a couple of laps to go, and really control it here. About 2:08 through, so it's not super quick, but they're moving along, and let's see what they've got as they head up the back straight. Byrne in second, then Lang. Then Hudson now has got around the shoulder of his teammate Dan Kelly, and Nathan Pearce of the Victorian visitor has put himself into 5th place. So the sign of the depth and quality of the field is testament to the fact that there's 5 of them still running together as they go up the back straight for the penultimate time. Byrne just sitting on the shoulder of Fryer, doesn't necessarily want to take the lead of this at the moment. So Drew Fryer just controlling it here. He knows the kicks are going to come, so doesn't want to spend all the petrol with a lap to go. Lang looking very, very strong in third. He's getting plenty of cover. Jabba Hudson running a smart race, but we're going to see if he's got the zip in the legs in the last 400. Pearce sitting on the back of them, and him and Kelly just starting to potentially fall out of in contention just a little bit as Byrne comes through the bell. Just on the back of Fryer. Callum Lang in third. Then Hudson, then Pearce, Kelly off the back. But you'd fancy the winner's going to come from the top 3 at the moment. Fryer from Byrne, Lang, no move yet. Byrne now starting to go up the back straight for Team Telford and Home Club Bankstown. Here comes the moves now. Callum Lang trying to get onto his back. What has Fryer got to come back with? The youngster from Randwick, just 19 years old, trying to run himself into an A-mile next year. Sam Byrne, the established open athlete, sitting on the front of Callum Lang from Newcastle, made the trip down the F3. Fryer's coming back now. Randwick athlete, 3 of the famous distance running clubs in New South Wales, round their way into the straight. Fryer down the outside. Byrne still leads. Lang looks like he's fading late. for the B mile. Sam Byrne is going to hang on, I think, and take out the B mile just ahead of Drew Fryer, Callum Lang, then Hudson, then close battle for fifth between Kelly and Pearce.
Jeez, what a finish
we
that was.
We knew the kicks were going to come.
Great shot of Fryer, absolutely spent on the crowd control barriers. Brilliant effort. He faded. I thought he was going with about 200 to go, but that was some of the closest 1500s in the end. Less than 5/10 with the first three. Brilliant finish.
Yeah, so confirmation there. Sam Byrne gets the win, 4:10.06 unofficial. Drew Fryer in second. Pardon me, that's an official time now. Drew Fryer in second, 4:10.21, and Callum Lang 4:10.5 for third place. As Jimmy said, less than half a second covering the top three. For those in the stadium, if you're in the Inside Running Podcast 5,000 metres, please get over to the start now. I've only got one on the start line, so hopefully, I know the field's been somewhat decimated today, but hopefully there's more than one running a 5K